Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Liz. We are back with another weekly video. Every single week we get together and we sit down and we look at the week ahead. We look at different energies that might be coming in, different things that might happen. I really appreciate your updates the following week. I notice people will say, oh, this is what happened, or they'll come back and comment. So if you want to do that, absolutely. Sorry, let me just move this a smidge there. There we go. Yeah, if you want to update me, I'd love to hear it. We've been doing this for almost a year now. I've completely lost track of time, but yeah, we do this every single week. So I do appreciate those of you that have been joining, and a few of you commented you used to watch my weeklies like years ago when I used to do them. So I'm happy to be back doing them. It's my favorite way to connect every week, and I hope that you enjoy. So let me show you what we have here. Today's special guest oracle is the Wisdom of the Oracle. This is like one of my very first oracle decks that I like really fell in love with, and I used to use it all the time. And I always love it. Every time I pick it up, I'm like, oh, this is such a good deck. I love the imagery. It feels very dreamy and really fun. So let's look at what we have here to choose from. We've got 3 cards. So we've got Clean It Up for group 1, and the number on this card is 21, if that helps you decide. So group 1, Clean It Up. Group 2, we've got Treasure Island, number 9. So that's group 2, and timestamps will be below. And then group 3, we have 19 on the card, and it's the card Flexible. And that's for group 3. So whichever image or title or number on the card you feel drawn to, or 1, 2, 3, however feels right for you to choose. Let's take a deep breath together. No rush at all. Take your time. And yeah, please remember, have fun with my readings. They are meant for entertainment. I hope that there is a message that resonates for you, but feel free to read along with me too. Like, certain terms might have personal meaning to you. You know, you might be watching the reading and this might mean something specific to you. You might get new luggage this week, or you might have a tennis match or something like that. So I'll read intuitively what I get from the messages, but always feel free to comment below, or if you think I've missed something, feel free to comment that for sure. And if you enjoy my readings and you want to become part of my cozy community over on Patreon and memberships, definitely feel free to check that out. Every single week I post a special video special for Patreon and memberships. We do different themes and different things like that every single week. So, and there's just tons of videos over there. So if you want to check that out, those are linked below, and I appreciate the support. But I appreciate your support no matter what. Here on YouTube, liking, subscribing, sharing the video, commenting, all of that really does help the channel. I notice a lot of people that watch aren't subscribed. It's absolutely free to subscribe, and that way you get notified, especially if you hit the little bell. It also helps suggest my videos to people who haven't found my channel yet, so I do appreciate all of the engagement. Thank you so much. And yeah, I will put the timestamps below. We will jump into it with group number 1. Hello, group 1. If you chose the first card, then this is your messages for the week ahead. Let's see what's going on. I'd really wanted to post something in between. I did film something, but it's a really big video, so it's not up yet. But yeah, I hope you had a really great week. We're going to see what the next 7 days, what the next week has in store for you. Clean It Up is your card, number 21. So let's see what comes up this week. We'll go through the days. We'll get you some charms as well. Clean it up though. Okay, so this could be like, usually when I see this card, I think this is exactly what you're doing. It's probably cleaning, getting organized. I literally just did this last night. I had kind of taken down most of my Halloween decor, but there was bins everywhere. There was stuff everywhere. 2 of Cups just fell out, so I'm going to take that for Monday. But yeah, there was stuff all over the place. It had been like that all week. So last night I said, okay, that's it. Get yourself organized. That's exactly what I did. And I cleaned and I organized my craft closet, and it just felt really good. Like, it really did make me feel sort of recharged. Hey, what was that about? 4 of Pentacles. I'm going to leave that there. Oops. Okay. All right. So let's see what we have coming in for the week. But yeah, sometimes just doing a good clean can make such a difference. So, all right, group 1. Having a hard time shuffling today, apparently. All right, group 1, Tuesday, Ace of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Wands, the Sun, Page of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. Okay. And I'm just going to leave that 4 of Pentacles sort of where it landed. If a card flies out and lands in a certain spot, I'm just going to leave it there. Okay, let's get you some charms. Interesting. You've got Ace of Swords twice this day. Lots of communication. Look at that. You've got the phone that day. Ace of Swords twice. I always just like to kind of scan and see if I notice anything specific. Kind of a cool combination too. You've got the camera and then you've got the film over here. So that's interesting. Something about something you do Tuesday, seeing the results on Sunday is kind of the feeling. Because back in my day, you'd take pictures with a camera, right? You'd bring the film to wherever, whatever store, and then you'd wait. You'd wait until they called you, and then you got to look at your pictures. And some did turn out, some didn't. So it was a lot more of a process back then. I like that I'm at the point where I can say, oh, back in my day. Dream fell out. It was just kind of sitting on the cards there, so I'm just going to put that right there. Okay, so let's jump into the days. I do like to quickly see what we have more of. I see we've got cups, we've got pentacles, we've got swords, we've got wands, we've got everything. Major arcana cards, we have Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. And yeah, overall your cards are looking great. You also have to get your tea leaf cards too. I almost forgot. It's very, very early right now. I usually don't film this early, so. Okay, group. Actually, that kind of made me think that maybe you're getting up early this week too. There's sort of a rise and shine sort of energy that I'm getting, even with the Sun card. Like there's sort of I was getting earlier a feeling of certainty, a feeling of confidence coming through this week. Getting it's like in all areas of life too, like both with relationships and then just anything you're working on. It could even connect with the Clean It Up card. Like there's sort of I don't know, there's just this feeling of certainty and confidence. Okay, group 1. A distant friend is thinking of you with the faraway dog. A distant friend is thinking of you. Okay, and then you've got the ant, work, achievement, and success. Beautiful. I like that with the 8 of Pentacles there. Okay, so let's go day by day, group 1. Get comfy, get yourself a cup of coffee or something, and we'll get started. Okay, you've got the door on Monday. You've got the saddle, you've got the purse, and the 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups kind of like fell out of the deck. This could be this distant friend, certainly. Could be who it is, but either way, this is a day where your relationships are definitely highlighted. Partnerships. This is reciprocal relationships. This could simply be just a really nice day with somebody. There's definitely a feeling of support. You might just have a very supportive friend thinking of you, or it could be romantic, definitely. But this is absolutely just a feeling of love and reciprocity and caring. Someone may be coming to town or visiting as well. Sometimes the door literally makes me think of like someone arriving, knocking on your door. This can also represent the door to opportunity. You also have the purse here. So there's a financial sort of undertone to something that's happening that day. There could be an opportunity to make money. There could be business partnerships that are really important that day. But yeah, just overall a feeling of support and positive relationships. I'm seeing possible breakthroughs in communication this week with a loved one. Again, whether it's romantic or a friend, but I'm seeing relationship breakthroughs and better communication overall. I do think that for some, this could be something like a business partnership or some sort of like someone you're sort of teaming up with to work on something, especially with the ant, right? You rarely see one ant, right? If you're seeing ants, you're seeing a lot of ants. There could definitely be something about working together this week on like a big project or something, or just working together. But I'm getting actually something about strength in numbers. Okay, so yeah, if there's something you're working on this week, there could be, you might find just a lot of support in general. Because I haven't talked a lot this morning yet, like I haven't been up and doing anything, I can hear it in my voice. Monday, there's something about the door to opportunity opening as well. And I'm getting the phrase when opportunity comes knocking. So something about opportunity arriving at your door. You and a partner, and this might apply to a few of you, you and a partner could also be having some discussions around money. Where the two of you are very much like on the same page. Tuesday was really jumping out at me because you've got the Ace of Swords and you have the Swords charm and you have the phone. So this is very clearly something about important communication on Tuesday. There could be someone, it could be this distant friend getting in touch with you to share news with you, but communication, clarity. I was getting this feeling earlier in your reading about certainty. So there's definitely a feeling of like certainty. You could be getting an answer back about something or information that makes you feel very certain or provides some sort of clarity. So if there's something confusing going on, if you're waiting for an answer or response, or if you're feeling unsure about something, Tuesday could be the day that kind of like clears things up. Just because I'm really noticing the two swords there, like Ace of Swords energy is the energy around Tuesday. Of course, it could extend into the other days as well, but a lot of communication and certainty and clarity that day. Information, news, some sort of important communication is definitely coming in Tuesday. Wednesday as well, actually, because you've got the barking dogs. Maybe that's why I made that mistake. Something about communication these days. This news or information could be not only providing clarity, but I'm getting this feeling of support. Because you've got the word love here. So I'm getting something about support. This could really change things for you. Wednesday, there's sort of a shift or a big change coming. I'm kind of getting the feeling this is something you were waiting for as well. You've got the clock, so something about timing or an alert. Okay, just because it's the cuckoo clock. So something about an alert. Thursday, I'm getting this feeling to like hold on. The song Hold On. I can't believe I'm forgetting the artist because I'm just thinking of the scene from Bridesmaids, but I'm getting that song. But there's definitely a feeling of like holding on, especially because you have the 9 of Wands. Okay, so this is a feeling of, well, defensiveness as well, but also just perseverance, holding on, not letting, like there's something you're not letting go of. You're being encouraged to continue and push through any adversity or challenge that comes in Tuesday, okay? Because there's a feeling of being tested a little bit, or your perseverance a little bit being tested on Thursday. So just as long as you know that, I'm seeing it being a success and you feeling very proud of yourself actually on Friday. You've got Capricorn energy here as well. So something involving a Capricorn could also be going on. Again, Thursday, you've got the camera, and I was really linking it to the film later in the week. So something about something you're doing Thursday. This could also, like with any charm, could have personal significance. So the camera could literally mean photography. You could be getting into photography or taking a picture of something. This also just reminds us to kind of live in the moment, be in the moment, or capture a moment. But again, like the charms might have personal meaning. We have clean it up. So maybe it's something about like going through old photos and sorting out old memories or something like that, right? So yeah, definitely a feeling of like, hold on to something, okay? Thursday is going to be a day to push through, persevere. You will feel that success. It's just this day, for some reason, you're feeling tested. You might be feeling a little bit tired. You might need just a quick little break to kind of regain energy and then get back in there with something that you're doing. Friday was the other day I was feeling this sense of certainty. You've got the Queen of Swords energy there. You also have the Sun card. This is also making me think of your work, achievement, and success card. This is just a feeling of, honestly, happiness, optimism, feeling really positive about something, feeling of success, a feeling of harmony. Friday, it just looks like something's happening that's just brightening things up for you. And again, that feeling of certainty, clarity, and of course, confidence comes through. So yeah, there's just something you're sure of this week. You're sure of yourself. You're sure of a goal. You're sure of what you're trying to create. For some of you, if you're in a creative field, you're sure this project or idea could be a success. You really have to stick with it. Like, believe in yourself, believe in the idea, believe in what you're doing. Just looked up and noticed this little rooster there too. So yeah, something about confidence. And funny, I was getting something about waking up early. I mentioned it because I woke up early, but that could also be relevant to you. I was getting something about rise and shine, so that could be relevant to you. You've got the little candle there. You've got the treasure. You've got more sun energy here, as well as the Page of Cups. So these are kind of on both days, but the treasure, definitely work, achievement, success, abundance. There's something maybe very abundant happening that day. You've got the candle, so this is passion. Page of Cups could connect to a relationship. It could be Saturday. You're feeling very connected. I'm feeling very creatively or intuitively tapped in for you that day. There could be a relationship where you're feeling just a lot of potential in this relationship. This is a feeling of being open and soft and in tune with your emotions, expressive, and especially creatively is actually coming through, creatively expressive. I think honestly, group 1, something's happening that's making you more sure of something than ever, whether it be a relationship or just something you're invested in. You feel even more invested and focused on it by the weekend. So you're just getting I'm getting maybe things like reassurance or confirmation of things this week. It's really nice. The sunflower is a feeling of positivity and confidence, of course, and then optimism, similar to the sun. I've got the 4 of Pentacles that popped out that day. Again, I had this feeling of the words hold on. So something about holding on to something. Themes around saving money this day could also be important. You've got Ticket to Happiness with the book on top of it. So I'm honestly getting to invest more into something that you love. Really, with this combination, that this 3 and then the Ticket to Happiness and the book, invest more into something that you love. It's worth, what I'm getting to tell you is this is worth putting the work and effort into. This is absolutely worth the investment of time and energy. If that's making sense. If you know what this is, you'll likely know what it's about, but it's absolutely worth the investment of time and energy. You've got the pineapple. This could be linked to this friend that's thinking of you, okay? Pineapples can represent abundance, of course, but also friendship. You've got the little trailer. This can have to do with sightseeing, travel, things like camping. A change of scenery is coming through. You also have the little camera. There could be like memories pertaining to a trip that you took or something that feels relevant that day. I quickly want to clean it up before we wrap up here. Overall, this week looks good, honestly. Whatever you're working on, this is a good week to really I'm getting double down, stick to it. I think you're feeling very energized. I think you're feeling very certain. Communication seems great this week with loved ones, with this friend, both at work as well. You're feeling supported. The only day that might be testing you a little bit is Thursday, and honestly, not even in an overly serious way. It's just more so your perseverance being tested or having to really kind of push and hold on with something. So getting to the core of a situation, freedom from burden, cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed. It says, ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? Interesting. Okay, so this could be kind of connecting to Tuesday. Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home? Also, too much work, overwhelmed, time to clean house. Every item out of place natters away at you. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to other that leads to a sense of lack takes up energy space or energetic space. Every unpaid bill just adds up to the unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself by energetically cleaning house. Just do it. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you. So it's kind of the feeling like there is a sense of clarity. There's a sense of like, okay, I know what I have to do. So I do think this is a good week to kind of get those things done. Those things that have just been kind of sitting in the back of your head. It's like, oh, I really have to do that. And you could also be literally decluttering this week, okay? Clearing out things, letting go of things that you don't need to keep around that are making it hard for you to get what you need to do done. Because like there's been several instances, I mean, I told you all the Halloween stuff and the bins everywhere. There were several times where like I wanted to go do something and I couldn't because as soon as I walked in, I'm like, oh, this is overwhelming. I couldn't really start anything. I couldn't complete anything. It felt like until that was done, until I had everything put away, I couldn't get into anything else. So it really does. It makes a difference. For me, it makes a difference actually in my social life too, because like there was a couple times where I wanted to have company and I couldn't because I'm like, oh, the bins are everywhere. So just kind of an example. So yeah, this week I'm really seeing you ready to get going, ready to get to work, ready to kind of make things happen, follow through. I am seeing Tuesdays really jumping out as like a day of important communication. So definitely come back. Let me know what ends up happening. I'd love to hear the update and we will see you later. Hello, group 2. If you chose the second card, then this is your messages for the week ahead. Let's see what might be in store for you this week, the different energies that might be popping up. We'll get tarot, we'll get charms, and of course your oracle cards. So let's see what's going on for you, group 2. Group 2, what's happening for group 2 this week? You've got Treasure Island. I love this card. Treasure Island. So we'll definitely read it, but I want to get all of your information first. Let's get your tea leaf cards. Group 2. What is going on this week for group 2? What's going on for group 2 this week? Got the egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. Okay, so that's that's really nice, and it kind of like echoes the energy that we're getting already with Treasure Island, because it might be like with the Treasure Island card, I always think something's taking a little while to get to you, or it's taking like long. You might feel like, okay, where is it though? Where's this treasure? But it's on its way to you. And you've got the egg too, so that's kind of a similar vibe. So new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start with the Sunrise card. I love that. You also have on the bottom the tankard, celebration, fun, and enjoyment. So I don't know what's in the air this week, but it seems like I was sensing it for group 1. Like, I don't know, it seems like there's something to celebrate this week, or I don't know, just good kind of feelings in the air about something. So for you, group 2, I'm really seeing a sense of accomplishment and excitement for what else is to come. Okay, so a lot of potential as well with the egg, Treasure Island. I'm just seeing a lot of potential. All right, so group 2, start with Monday. With the World for Monday. So that's definitely a feeling of success as well. I'm just noticing, I mean, I always have to cover the cards. Any card that has like any kind of nudity, I end up covering. But there's a little sticker with coffee there, so it makes me think of like energy, or a treat of some kind. I don't know. So let's see what we have for Tuesday. We'll just go through the week. You've got the Hermit card Tuesday. Wednesday, you've got 4 of Pentacles. Tuesday, King of Wands. Friday, 5 of Wands. Saturday, 5 of Pentacles. Sunday, the Magician. Okay. All right, and the star on the bottom. Let's get your charms, please. Okay. All right. So one thing I'm getting to tell you this week is like, buckle up, hold on. Honestly, hold on. The ride this week might be a little bit bumpy, but it'll be exciting. Okay, I'm getting to tell you that. There's going to be moments this week that are going to test you. But that, again, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. There's something that you want. There's something you desire, okay? You want this so bad. And this week might be testing a little bit of like, okay, how much do you really want this, whatever this is, whatever this egg represents. So again, that's not a bad thing. It doesn't have to be a bad thing, but you are being tested a little bit this week. There's also an element of a little bit of competition. There's something I'm seeing you don't want it taken from you. Like, you don't want this thing taken from you, whether it be an opportunity, an idea, something you're working towards. So this is really proving to you this week, like how badly you really want this goal to come true, or this vision that you have, this thing you're trying to manifest. I'm almost kind of tempted to say this is a good thing, because it means that you're going to get there. It means that this is really important to you. This is something that you value. Okay, so that's the vibe I'm getting just based off first glance. And it's saying you can have this. You can absolutely have it with good plans, hard work. Success is assured. There's something maybe you're doing that is slightly competitive in nature, or you feel you might sense that it might not actually be like overly competitive, but you kind of have that sense about whatever this is. So we'll go day by day. I want to quickly just do my scan. I'm noticing wands, of course. We've got pentacles, no cups, no swords. So this is interesting. Got some major arcana cards. You've got the World, you've got the Hermit, you've got the Magician, and I love this King of Wands right in the center. Here's the thing, group 2, I'm telling you, you can have this. Like, if you've got the motivation and the follow through to stick with this and not be, I'm getting to tell you, don't be intimidated. Don't be intimidated. Don't let anyone intimidate you. And I'm getting not to let anyone take an opportunity from you. Like, don't back down. Like, I'm getting to tell you, you can have what it is that you want. Like, this could be yours. This thing, this idea, this goal, this vision, this could totally be yours if you believe in yourself, if you don't let it go. Your ideas might be tested this week. You might be challenged. So people might you might feel like even people aren't really playing fair this week. There's a feeling of like holding on to something tightly or almost being suspicious of others a little bit this week too, in a certain way. Suspicious, tense, a little bit guarded, okay, is coming through. So let's kind of go through day by day. We did a quick little overview, but I want to read to you first Treasure Island just to see what comes up. Let's see what it says. And I opened to it. That's funny. Okay, so the law of attraction bringing dreams into fruition, the results of positive thinking made manifest, abundance appearing as if from nowhere, financial gains and sharing of good fortune. Okay, so yeah, I was getting something about you're clinging to this. You're holding on to it. You don't want anyone to take it from you. It could be saying like there's enough to go around. There's enough opportunity to go around. Maybe it doesn't need to be so competitive, because I was getting the sense that you're feeling competitive, or you're feeling like what this is almost being threatened in a way, but it doesn't have to be. It says, you've worked hard and acted upon your unwavering belief in abundance, and suddenly, in the midst of it all, you hit the jackpot. You have uncovered the map to buried treasure and tapped the unlimited potential within you. What you must hone now is your ability to recognize when X marks the spot, because some of these golden opportunities may be obvious, but others may not be so readily apparent. Trust your intuition to light your way as you enter this truly prosperous phase, where all along hard work navigating your inner life is now paying off externally. In all aspects of your life at this time, you have good fortune. Don't forget to enjoy it and share it with others, as treasure shared multiplies like magic. Okay, so that's maybe what I was sensing about like clinging or feeling tense or suspicious of others. There might be a feeling of like, okay, what if I share this abundance, whatever this represents for you? I'm just kind of using abundance as like a general term. But whatever this is, there might be a sense of like, well, I can't share it. What if this never happens for me again? Or what if it's limited? What if this opportunity or this abundance that I'm feeling is limited? What if they take it from me? So I'm getting just to tell you there's enough to go around, or your position in this isn't threatened by sharing the good fortune. Okay, so let's dive into the days. I think we've got kind of a good idea of the general tone of the week. What I love is the egg card, just saying like, you can have this if you're willing to put in the work and the effort, and you may be challenged this week. You may have to kind of prove, I was getting earlier, you may have to prove to yourself even like how important something really is to you. I love the sunrise card as well this week, because it's telling you new things are coming up. So new creative ideas are popping in, new ventures, and a fresh start is available to you this week. So let's go day by day. We've got the world. So this is kind of interesting with the sunrise card. This was your first card that you got, and I was really noticing, I think I mentioned the coffee. The sun, there's a feeling actually group 1 had it too, of like rise and shine. So I'm kind of getting that a bit Monday, but this is really a closure of one chapter. This could be telling you too, like something is going to be a success. But I think this is just more so letting you know that you're about to embark on a new chapter, or new things are available to you. I really am kind of getting the world as your oyster with the energy coming in Monday. If you, again, believe in yourself, this is to me devil card energy, or feeling stuck. Any of these charms might have personal significance to you as well, like the gumball machine, the handcuffs, the little whistle here. Okay, so any of this might make sense to you, or you might know what it's saying, and feel free to read along with me. Comment below if you get something that I miss. This is also rewards for effort, or I always think of it as investing time or energy into something and then getting a return. So something, you're getting a reward for something, you're putting in effort, you're getting something back. The whistle can be a pause or a timeout, or something trying to get your attention. It could be saying pay attention to something on Monday. On to Tuesday, you've got the Hermit card. You could be feeling just a little bit more introspective, a little bit reflective that day. A little teapot, the ticket to happiness, the saddle, and this is like 2 of Wands energy to me. So yeah, I think that you're feeling very reflective that day. Again, there's almost this feeling of like wanting to keep to yourself this week. So maybe that's working for you, but if it's coming from a place of like lack or suspicion or like scarcity, or feeling like everyone's against me, I would just kind of pay attention to that, okay? Because I'm not seeing that everyone's against you, okay? I'm actually seeing that I'm getting to tell you, no one can take your place with this. No one can take your place. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, this is also Virgo energy. I'm getting also a little bit of 2 of Wands energy this day. You've got the saddle. The saddle can represent trying something again. It also can represent feeling supported and uplifted is my feeling. I think you're just very reflective Tuesday about what makes you happy. Very in tune to yourself this day, okay? This is going to be a day of heavy introspection. You might feel a little bit to yourself this day. Like I said, you might not really feel overly social. So Tuesday could just be a good day to have a quiet, comfy day at home and just kind of reflect, to dream. You also may be kind of trying to listen to your own guidance this day. Actually, yeah, the compass being there as well. Like there's something about listening to your own inner compass as well. You've got the Four of Pentacles as well. You've got the treasure chest. So yeah, there's almost like a feeling of like, this is mine. This is mine. You can't take this. I love it connects to the treasure chest here. So you've got 2 treasure chests. And the card said, you know, there's enough to share. There's enough to go around. Or I guess maybe for some, it's like other people's success doesn't necessarily mean you won't be successful. Okay, so that could be one way to look at it. So this could be something at work that's sort of competitive or, and you know what, having said that, like sometimes there's times where you're sort of in the lead, so to speak, or good things are happening for you. And then other times it's someone else's turn. But I am getting like your turn's coming up and no one's taking it from you. They can't, because this is linked to your hard work and your good plans. The moose is very much about sturdy energy, as is the Four of Pentacles. So yeah, there's a feeling of sturdiness, steadiness. But again, there's that sense of this is mine. Okay, so just keep that in mind Wednesday. You also just might be feeling very protective of something, your own abundance or your own treasure or an opportunity that's on its way to you. Very protective. You've got a little bit of like ups and downs energy. I was getting earlier when we started the reading something about buckle up. Okay, so this makes sense. Hold on. And not in a way that's meant to make you feel like nervous, like, oh no, what's going to happen? Just like, okay, how badly do you want this? This week there might be some sort of ups and downs a little bit this week, but it can be exciting too. There's like a toughness I'm getting, or a strength, a leadership. What I'm getting is some of you need to, and I'm saying this to myself, okay, so when I say this, I'm not trying to sound harsh, because I need to tell myself this a lot, but there's a feeling of toughen up this week a little bit, okay? This is my toughen up charm. So a little bit of toughen up. The King of Wands doesn't get phased by too much, right? They really are like the leader. They're in charge. They are motivated and confident, not intimidated. Okay, so there is a feeling of like toughen up. I'm also getting to tell you to play the long game. Okay, this isn't about short like overnight success. This is like you've got big plans, stick to it. Again, it's a feeling of, okay, how badly do I want this? I'm actually picturing like, I don't know, you know those sports movies where everyone's like huddled together and like they're getting that pep talk? That's kind of the feeling I'm getting. Like there's something this week that might be motivating you or firing you up even more to fight for something, to work towards something, to kind of get in there. I'm getting to like, don't be shy. And I'm absolutely getting, don't stand back and be like, oh no, I'm not meant to have this, or they're better at this than me. No, like get in there is what I'm getting to tell you. A tantalizing prospect will come your way. So something's coming your way this week, group, to how badly do you want it? You can have it if you let yourself. Keep saying this quote this week because I got it, I think it was the last week's reading, but Aggie Cromwell from Halloween Town said, magic is really very simple, the magician. All you have to do is want something and let yourself have it. That's really it. So that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. On to Friday, you've got the multiple keys. Okay, so this can represent options, choice, opportunity, and you've got the Five of Wands. So this is really bringing in a bit of that competitive edge this week. I've grown to kind of really like the Five of Wands because it means you're passionate about something. It means you're ready to fight for something. I am getting to tell you, like, play fair though. You know what I mean? You don't have to play dirty with something. I don't know what that's about, but you got the Ace of Cups here as well. The little trailer can talk about travel, sightseeing, a change of scenery, something about a change of scenery Friday. Some of you could actually be moving this week, or discussions around moving, relocating, because I'm just noticing the keys and something about a temporary stay somewhere or something like that. That might make sense for a few of you. Ace of Cups energy. This could actually have to do with the Sunrise card, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Saturday, you've got the Five of Pentacles. Again, this is a day maybe where you're feeling a little bit worried about scarcity, or will this treasure come? Will I make this happen? Will I get there? Is there enough? Is there enough for me? Okay, so this is something you seem to be thinking about on Saturday. But by Sunday, you've got the Magician, you've got the Wheel, a lot of emotional exploration, emotional communication coming in this weekend. Okay, someone could be sharing their feelings for you or something, or emotions. Yeah, as far as your energy, Sunday, you've got the Magician card. So you're feeling that feeling of like confidence and being able to make something happen. I'm getting on the weekend, your creativity may be tested, or you may think initially you don't have enough of something to create something, but you actually do. You've got the Wheel here. So this could be almost like Wheel of Fortune energy. This is usually to me just like getting going, something moving, something starting to get rolling, okay? And then you have the Leaf here as well. The Leaf can be about release. I'm really like drawn to all the, like if you look at this leaf, first of all, it looks like a tree when you hold it this way. But just all of the branches going off into different directions, like all of the different patterns. There's something about branching off into different directions maybe that feels relevant to you. Maybe a shift in direction with something. But yeah, the Magician is all about confidence, manifestation, creation, feeling resourceful, having everything that you need to make something happen. Being in tune with unseen forces as well is actually coming through. I'm getting you're very connected to nature, actually, this day with the leaf. Something about that just popped in. Very in tune with nature. And again, there's some sort of important communication coming in on the weekend. But please let me know, Group 2, if this resonates, if this makes sense. I'd love to hear it, and we will see you. Hello, Group 3. If you chose the third card from the Wisdom of the Oracle, then this is your messages for the week ahead. Let's see what is in store for you this week. We're going to get you tarot. We're going to get you charms, of course, and a lot of detail. If this is your first time joining me for a weekly, welcome. These are a lot of fun. You've got Flexible this week, number 19. So Flexible. Okay. On the bottom, Change in the Wind. It could be saying like a lot's changing right now. It's really good to be adaptable and flexible. Flexibility in your schedule this week might be important. For some watching, this could be literal. Like maybe you are into yoga or something like that, where flexibility could be more literal for you, okay? But I think for the most part, it's just being flexible this week, being adaptable, being open to maybe even sudden change, or having to kind of shift things kind of unexpectedly. Hat. Okay, this could be why hat. You'll be playing a different role. So yeah, things might not go according to plan this week. Recently I got this reading and I didn't connect it during the reading, but I had this card and then something else about a plot twist. And it made me think of like literally playing a different role that you didn't anticipate, right? You hear these stories of these actors going in for auditions. It's like, oh, I went and auditioned for this part, but I ended up getting this part. And it becomes it becomes them. It's like, I can't even imagine you playing a different role. Like this was the role you were like meant to play, right? So that's popping into my head for some reason. So maybe that's why it's saying be flexible, because maybe something you plan for might go different, but it might be just the exact thing that you need. You also have affairs with your family. It could be saying to be flexible this week when it comes to anything you've got planned with family, family events, things like that coming up. Flexibility could be very important. Okay, so let's get you some tarot. We're going to get you 7 cards. Sometimes more pop out. Okay, starting with Monday. 4 of Wands. Let's go to Tuesday. You've got Page of Pentacles Tuesday. Ace of Swords on Wednesday. Interesting. Very cool. Okay, so Thursday, 8 of Pentacles. Friday, Wheel of Fortune. This could be kind of when it's important to be flexible. There could be some unexpected change. I'm kind of getting it's right in the midst of like you're working on something and then something kind of shifts somewhat suddenly and you have to react kind of quickly, maybe. Okay, it's a little bit too many. Let's try that again. We'll take this one fell out on my chair, so we'll take 2 of Pentacles. But I see the 9 of Wands there, 2 of Cups, 8 of Swords, and the Death card. So yeah, it could be saying something like not being stuck, It's a lot. It was a little bit too many cards taken one day, 4 cards, but we'll take the 2 of Pentacles though and see what we get for charms. So let's see. Oops. 3. This one. And then I'm noticing this little pendant that I had there. I always just have random things all over the place. So it could be saying about time flexibility, okay? Be flexible with your time this week. It might not be the week to be too rigid in like timing of things. I know that's difficult to do, but it could be, again, like things may need to be shuffled around, canceled last minute, rescheduled, or shifted somewhat unexpectedly. So if you can kind of go with the flow, things should run smoothly. Now let's read flexibility before we dive completely in, and then we'll kind of take a look. I see so far, first glance, you've got pentacles, you've got wands, you've got swords, no cups there. So it's interesting. You've got one major arcana card with the Wheel of Fortune. So definitely a week of change. Expect the unexpected this week. Okay, that could be why it's stressing the flexibility. Let's look at number 19. All right, so teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what's most important. So yeah, it could be saying like be flexible. You don't need to compromise on your values or like your boundaries, but flexibility doesn't hurt. A tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend in a hurricane, whereas a rigid structure like a building would come crashing down. Consider how the tree remains supple and secure when everything around it may be in shambles. This is how you need to be now, willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, yet firmly grounded in who you are. Common sense is important, but so is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, stay aware. At this time, others will be more flexible with you too. This is good because this is telling you, like, if you can be flexible this week, you're going to notice others are flexible as well. So I think if everyone can kind of like work together through this, this is going to be good. And you don't need to compromise on what's really important. Like flexibility isn't saying, give up on your values or compromise on your boundaries or what's really important to you. But yeah, it's just kind of saying like, can you be open-minded this week? Okay, let's dive in to the day-by-day breakdown here. You've got the mask over here, which is interesting and kind of mysterious. I'm wondering, when I saw the 4 of Wands, I was thinking to myself, maybe this is the day affairs with families happening, just because this can talk about like achievements or celebrations, things like that, something to celebrate. You've got truth in the masks. There could be something about someone revealing the truth, something that they've been hiding, or the truth of someone could be very apparent that day. You've got threshold. You've got the World card. So that's interesting too, because it's kind of, I'm getting, you're on the verge of a new start this week, or you're sort of at this threshold moment in your life. Okay, so there's like I'm getting new doors opening for you. You've got the Star here. This can talk about inspiration, hope, and healing. You've got the Saddle. The Saddle is really interesting with the 4 of Wands specifically because it can talk about support and feeling uplifted. So I am seeing you're receiving a lot of support, possibly even from an unexpected place. I'm getting Monday. This is lighthearted, carefree time. So I'm just seeing you having a good time, honestly, with something on Monday. And this is kind of bringing you into this new chapter, okay, with the World card and threshold. So Monday seems pretty significant, yet I can't pinpoint exactly what it is. It might make more sense as you kind of look back. You've got the Magnifying Glass and the Page of Pentacles Tuesday. I'm getting to look closer at an opportunity. There's something you're maybe taking notice of, or something you want to start, begin, try, in sort of a practical way, or something to do with work, career, finances, or something like that. But it's telling you to take a closer look. I'm really getting to research, okay? Be open to new information, just like the flexibility card talked about. It said be teachable, okay? So it could be new strategies, or there could be new methods that you want to maybe take a closer look at. Be open to new information. I'm seeing that as well on Wednesday with the Ace of Swords. So be teachable came through with your flexibility card. I'm getting it a lot throughout the week, at least early on. It's interesting too, because it talked about things may be chaotic, and yet you're remaining malleable, okay? So you've got the circus tent. Usually to me that represents chaos or something very busy. You hear people say, oh, this is like a circus. So that's why it makes me think of that. And the flexible card kind of talked about that too. This could also just talk about a good time, something fun and exciting or temporary, kind of like something happening that's like not usual, but it's really fun and exciting. So that could literally be what it is. But I think it's more about like remaining clear through a confusing time is my feeling. Okay. And then Ace of Swords could be new information. It could be communication. There could be news or information about something to do with your family that day as well. You've got promise only what you can deliver. I think this goes along with flexibility. Like, don't commit to things that you can't right now, especially if your schedule this week isn't allowing, or if like, you can't do this week. Maybe it's not the week to like commit to things that you know you can't fulfill, or it's just going to add stress or add more things to your plate. I'm seeing you as very busy this week. You've already got a lot going on. I'm seeing that on Sunday as well with your Two of Pentacles. You're juggling a lot. Actually, it's kind of interesting to see this circus tent with the juggler. So there's it's like you've got too many balls in the air this week. So just be aware of that. You've got Cupid coming in on Thursday. You've got the tennis racket. You've got the little fish in the bag. There's something about being in a period of change, kind of being in the in-between with something. I'm getting someone may return something to you, or you're waiting to hear back about something. You're waiting for something to be returned. I'm getting to tell you balls in their court or balls in your court, something like that. Is coming through with the tennis racket. Typically the tennis racket to me is like back and forth. So it can talk about communication, a back and forth exchange. Or it could even be telling you to like be ready, be aware. You've got the Eight of Pentacles. I'm seeing you working very hard Thursday. You're very focused. This new role that you're playing, you're going to be good at. Like I said earlier, it's like you were born for this. This is something you have a natural talent for, or you're going to find very quickly you're good at. You're learning it. You're picking these things up fairly quickly. These skills, you're quite good at it. I'm also seeing you very good. Like this week, nothing's really concrete. Things are very much up in the air. Nothing is settled this week. There's lots of change and fluctuation this week. So that also is, I think, why we're getting flexibility. So nothing is settled. Nothing is landed. Early in the week, we've got more of a sturdy energy. But later throughout the week, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. We've got the Knight of Swords. Lots about movement. Lots about kind of being in the midst of something, some sort of change. It's almost like as soon as you're settled, this threshold is bringing you into this kind of like up and down kind of energy. I love that you got the little shovel with discovered and sprouts. So you're discovering something. Friday's big, okay? It's your only major arcana card. It's a big one. And it's a lot about change. You've got a 1 here as well. But this is really jumping out to me. Sprouts, discovered, and the shovel. So what are you discovering? What are you uncovering? Like, what are you finding? It's like finding treasure or something. Wheel of Fortune, of course, is massive life change. It's a huge shift. Something may be popping up that you want to move quickly on as well. But things are happening fast Friday, okay? There's a massive shift happening. So again, this could be saying kind of like be adaptable. Like you could be kind of settled into something and then things shift. Be excited about it is what I'm getting to tell you. You've got the frog. You've got the dog here. You've got the horse jumping over the hurdle, which is kind of interesting with the horse there. The Knight of Swords is ready for action. You've got the sword here as well. So there's very much like being ready for action, being ready for rapid change. The Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight. Something happening fast that day, or you're moving fast towards something. Communication could be very fast that day. You could be quick to change your mind around this time. There could be something you change your mind with, okay? Even just looking at the hat. You've got the hand. This could be someone lending a hand or an opportunity being offered. Something about a hand or an offer coming in that day. The frog can have to do with, I'm getting leapfrog, so leaping forward, a leap forward. The dog is loyalty and friendship. So themes of loyalty and friendship, or a friend lending a hand that day. The little umbrella is making me think of something rescheduled due to rain. So this could be literal, or it could just be more the symbolism of like rescheduled due to rain. Something could get rescheduled or shuffled around. And you've got the wheel, okay? So again, more movement, more change. You've got just breathe. That makes so much sense. Breathe through it this week. Even me, as I'm talking to you, I'm feeling the need to take a breath. Your reading went by the quickest out of all 3 groups today. So this week might go pretty fast, okay? This week could be one of those weeks where it's like, I don't know where the week went. that was a whirlwind. That could definitely be the vibes of this week. But you're finishing off strong. I mean, you've got the Two of Pentacles. This is really about maintaining your balance. It's about juggling. You know, you're doing a good job. Okay. I love the wavy water in the background. I think that's kind of the feeling of this week. Yeah. A lot about forward movement. Keep going. I'm getting just keep swimming now, but just breathe through it. Things will steady out. Absolutely, things will steady out. Just this week isn't the week where things feel necessarily very steady. And I like how the flexible mentioned the tree, and then you've got this tree here too. So the tree is firmly planted, but it can sway and move through things. I'm getting you may need to be patient or flexible with a particular family member this week. They may be testing your patience, or it may be difficult to accommodate a family member's request this week. So keep that in mind. And then again, maybe you're playing a different role or stepping into a different role this week, or just feeling like you're not in your usual routine. So group 3, I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know. I'd love to hear your feedback, and we'll see you next week.